Hello, Oracles. Oracle Tim here from Oracle Investments. Well, yesterday we asked the question, will Tesla stock boom or crash today? I guess we got our answer. It boomed. Wow, what a day, up about 5%. My goodness, we will get into those details in a moment, but first let's get into some other stocks. To start, we had AMD running back up again on continued momentum from the news that the AMD Ryzen processor is in the Model Ys that are now being produced over in Shanghai. And this drove the price even higher, about 4.5% to about $162. Again, I like AMD long term. They're riding on NVIDIA's coattails. I don't think AMD is as good as NVIDIA, but if you're looking for like an earlier version of NVIDIA, AMD is a great way to play it. That's what I am doing. Still, I need to get myself into NVIDIA, and I keep kicking myself for not doing it, and I think NVIDIA was up like 5% today also. Next on the list is MP Materials. If you have seen my other videos on MP, I've been waiting for them to find their new channel that they're trading in. They used to be between $30 and $40, and recently they ran up to 47, came back down to 40, and now they're climbing quickly back up to 45. So I'm going to keep monitoring this. I'm going to wait because I like to go in the 3 bounce, and it looks like 40 has now bounced once. So if I can see it bounce off of 40 2 more times, then I'll probably buy in on the next opportunity it gets down to 40, because that's going to tell me that we're now in that channel between 40 and 47. SLI is Standard Lithium. That is my lithium play. I told myself I should have gotten into LAC a while back. That is another great lithium play. Didn't get into that one. SLI is the one I chose to get into. It fluctuates a lot, but I was checking out the chart today on it, and it seems like it runs up and then comes down and fills the gaps because it runs up quickly. If you ever try to track technical analysis, if there's a gap in the run-up or in the crash, usually likes to get filled. And so this one here has a trend where it runs up and it gaps up and then it comes down to fill that gap. It never comes all the way back down, so it kind of does like a motion that it's going up. And so on this next trend, mathematically, if it continues the pattern it's on, should run up to about $15 before it comes back down to fill the gap again. I'll pay attention to it. I'm going to keep on holding this one long term, but I am going to protect myself because if it does follow this pattern, could be a good trading stock to sell at the top and buy back in as it comes back down. And the last one I'm going to talk about today before we get to Tesla is NKLA. And NKLA is one a lot of us know as the scam stock, something that exploded out of nowhere, went up to 90-something dollars, and then came crashing way back down. So sandymunro actually loaded up a video about it today. So I'm going to post a whole link in the description from Sandy. If you guys want to watch that, it looks like it's part 1. And from what I saw from this video, NKLA seems legit, but legit like 7 to 10 years from now. And what I mean by that is they have a great technology, but they're at a point where I would say Tesla was 10 years ago. I'm not comparing them to Tesla, so please don't hold me to that reference. But as far as technology goes and where they're at, they still have a lot of things to work out. They have a lot of hurdles to go over. I mean, they don't even have an infrastructure for refueling the trucks at this point, and the fueling stations that they have definitely need a lot of improvements before they can actually get back out there, let alone getting to scale on it. So I think what NKLA is working on is a good technology that's going to do well long-term down the road, but it has a long way to go. So if you are a hodler and you want to get into NKLA right now at $10.50 where it's sitting at, by all means put your money in there. Me personally, I have much better places I can put that money, and I will wait for NKLA to get past some of these hurdles before I really decide that investing in them is a wise move. And now Tesla, yes, up 5% to 1137. We've got continued news today. We weren't sure what was going to happen because of the Omicron variant, which apparently, from what we are now hearing, is not as bad as we think it thought it might have been. So the Tesla positive news over the weekend is what took over, and it rode with the market way up today, between Giga Berlin getting the green light to open. Numbers coming out of China being extremely good. And then, thank you, Jerry Barnes, for pointing out something I missed today. Sawyer Merritt tweeted from Elon that Elon is going to be on the next earnings call. And so that's going to be kind of big, you know, because it's end of year, so it makes sense that Elon would be there. And he's going to provide us with a roadmap for what's going on. The tweet mentioned about how, you know, the supply chain issues are still causing problems. So it'll be nice to have clarity, even if, you know, we get the can kicked down the road a little bit more. You know, yes, it's going to be disappointing. It's still coming. But, you know, just to have clarity as to this is when it's going to happen would be really nice. And part of me is wondering if they're going to announce the $25,000 vehicle as part of that roadmap. So let me know in the comments below if you think he's going to announce anything new on the roadmap that we don't already know about, or at least specific release dates of it. And so I don't know if on this earnings call they would announce a split. We still have our 12/9 date to go past. Again, personally, I don't think that's when we're going to see a split, but, you know, Elon still has some shares to sell. Q4, you know, that earnings call could be the time. Who knows? Maybe he'll set that roadmap up and we'll be able to determine from that when a split could happen. Whichever way he goes, I personally like the fact that he'll be back on an earnings call. I don't foresee him being on all of them, but I'm pretty sure at least year-end ones to give us some updates he'll be on, which would be super nice. So speaking of Elon's sales, does not look like he sold anything today. The stock definitely didn't trade like it did. I will still continue to check the Form 4 filings to keep you guys updated, and we will go from there. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate you being here. If you have not subscribed, please do so down below. Like this video, sign yourself up for notifications. We will see you guys all later. Thank you so much. Have a great one.